Hi, I'm Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's video is a little different. I took a Dave Ramsey video that a client of mine sent to me and wanted me to comment on. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. By the way, just a disclaimer, Dave Ramsey, the stuff he's done out there is fantastic from the standpoint of getting people out of debt. I went to one of his performances, shows, presentations in Orlando, Florida years back. He literally packed an arena. It was really cool. It was good. It was informative. He had people stand up and talk about them becoming debt-free. You know, I've listened to his radio show, so I certainly know who he is. Everyone knows who he is. But I wanted to talk about this video because I think it's important for me to add some things. I think Dave Ramsey and his daughter have done good work. I'm a fan. I'm offering my services as the fixed annuity expert for them from here on in because I really think I can bring some value to the table. So what I'm going to do, and this is unique for me, this is my first time I've ever done this, hope to do some more, but I'm going to look at his video. I'm actually going to put the earplugs in so I hear it, but you'll see it on the screen. It'll be cool. And then I'm just going to stop it and talk about some of the things that he said and his caller said, add some clarification points when needed, compliment when needed. I think you're really going to like this, and if Dave and his people watch it, I think they're going to like it because what I'm going to do is bring value to his followers, to his listeners, and actually to his organization because as the top independent agent in the country, licensed in all 50 states, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to annuities. I've written 7 books. I've got hundreds and hundreds of articles out there that have been published. I have a podcast weekly called Fun with Annuities. I put these videos out every single day, Monday through Friday. We just got started last year putting these out. So I'm educating the public, but let's listen to the music first and then I'll come back and we'll start on this Dave Ramsey video. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone through the video a couple times. I've kind of time-stamped some things that I want to address. But if you want to pull the video up and just watch it in full, it's called What is an Annuity and How Does It Work? It was from November 21st of 2019. Dave Ramsey, the infamous Dave Ramsey. So the premise of the video is Tanya from Illinois calls in with Dave Ramsey. She's been sold an annuity by some people inside of a retirement plan. So let's go through the first cut.
I would contact them and see if they can reverse that and put it back into mutual funds.
Okay, because they said it would be like a 10-year process of taking, a 10th out each year, and so then that's...
Oh, so they put you in something inside of a retirement account with a surrender charge.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, these guys are absolute screwballs.
Okay, so Dave calls these guys absolute screwballs. They might be. Now, Tanya bought this annuity. It sounds like a 10-year deferred annuity. It sounds like an indexed annuity inside of a retirement plan. And so, Dave's comment was, cash it out and buy mutual funds. Well, she can cash it out. There's a free look time period on all annuities that you buy, which is a good thing. And annuities have the only what I call test drive capability where you can actually get your money back in full after you purchase it, after it's been issued, after you receive the policy. So she can get her money back if she gets it within that time period. But if she doesn't free look it within that time period, I guess she could use the squeaky wheel theory and say, hey, this is bad, and see if she can get her money back. But in most cases, she cannot. Now, Dave's comment about an annuity inside of a retirement account or an IRA, I understand what he's saying, okay? But in my world, you buy an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. That's the contractual guarantees of the policy, all right? So in this case, if the contractual guarantees fit, then I don't see any problem with it being inside of an IRA. And Dave and I are going to disagree with that, and that's fine. But a lot of people just have IRA assets, a lot of people. And so when they need contractual guarantees, they're going to have to use that IRA asset for the contractual guarantee. In this case, I think Dave's right. I think she was sold, say, an indexed annuity inside of an IRA. I don't think she understands what she owns, which is horrible. So in this case, hopefully she can get her money back. So let's keep going.
The other thing you got to weigh it against is you're probably making 2% on this thing instead of 10 or 12.
Exactly.
And so if your surrender charge is 10%, take it and move it and put it in something that makes 10% more the first year. You recoup.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know what your surrender charge is though. The stupid thing might be 40%. I don't know.
Okay. So Tanya and Dave are talking about the surrender charge, and he's saying, hey, you know, if the surrender charge is this, you might want to get out of it so you can make 10% because you're only getting 2%. Well, he's making an assumption of what type of fixed annuity product is inside of there. Obviously, I think she bought an indexed annuity, but you can't just carte blanche say, well, fixed annuities only get 2%. If he's talking about multi-year guarantee annuities, which is the annuity industry version of a CD, well, currently you can get a 3-year piece of paper. At the time of this taping, you can get 3.25, etc. In other words, he's saying 2%, you can get 10%. Number one, he knows, and he knows this, he can't guarantee the 10%. Yes, mutual funds historically have done X and X, but I'm not sure taking the surrender charges and getting out of the annuity makes total sense. Once again, I need to know this specific annuity, but I think it's an index annuity that she was sold. But he's incorrect on the 2%. And he's incorrect about that at this taping of this video, which is when interest rates are low. Multi-year guarantee annuities are fixed rate annuities. And currently, they're getting more than 2% contractually. It's not an index annuity. It's like a CD. It's the annuity industry version of a CD. Now, Dave's not going to like the fact that it's inside of an IRA, but once again, if you're buying annuities for the contractual guarantees, what they will do, not what they might do, it does make sense. Now, he mentions also in this video the double tax deferral. He's right about that. You know, annuities are a tax-deferred product, but if you're buying it for the contractual guarantee, it is what it is. So, you know, the fact that he's wanting her to, cash out and she can get 10%, maybe, but maybe not.
They put you in a surrender charge product inside of a retirement account, which is absolutely screwed up. That's ridiculous. I mean, you got 2 sets of penalties on this money now if you need to get to it.
Right.
Okay, once again, Dave is upset about a tax-deferred instrument being placed in a tax-deferred structure. So a tax-deferred annuity, in this case an indexed annuity, placed inside of a retirement account. I don't disagree with him on that. You're not going to get double tax deferral. But where I do kind of part ways is, once again, if someone just has IRA assets, okay, and they're looking for contractual guarantees, not market growth, contractual guarantees, lifetime income or principal protection, then it can make sense in an IRA. It really can. Let's keep going.
What is an annuity? An annuity is a life insurance company product. It's a savings account with a life insurance company.
Okay, so Dave broke it down. He says, stop. Let's talk about annuities. What is an annuity? He says it's a life insurance, it's a life insurance company product. It's a savings account product. Again, he's talking about one type of product, all right, which is a multi-year guarantee annuity. He's not looking at the fixed annuities from the standpoint of immediate annuities and qualified longevity annuity contracts, etc. He's really doing a 30,000-foot view, and an indexed annuity is a CD product as well. So let's keep going.
There are 2 types of savings accounts with life insurance companies: fixed and variable. Fixed pays you basically a CD rate, 1 or 2% right now, which is what she's in.
Okay, so Dave once again talks about there's 2 types of annuities, fixed and variable. I'll go along with that. But the fixed product, he's only talking about one product. Under the fixed annuity category, there's single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, multi-year guarantee annuities, and indexed annuities, fixed index annuities. Those are under the fixed product. Now, when he says, after that, he says, with a fixed annuity, you're going to get 1 to 2%. He's only talking about one product out of those. So he's talking about the multi-year guarantee annuity. He's not talking about the immediate annuity, the deferred income annuity, the qualified longevity annuity contract. I guess he could be talking a little bit about an index annuity because that's a CD type product, but those returns have been very competitive with CDs since 1995 when they were first introduced. So he's saying there's fixed and variable, and fixed is only going to get you 1% to 2%. He's talking about one product. He's talking about multi-year guarantee annuities. And at the time of this taping, you can get 3% guaranteed on a 3-year piece of paper or 3.25% on a 5-year piece of paper. You know, that's going to probably go up in the future as rates go up as well. But the 1% to 2% isn't correct in the multi-year guarantee annuity world. You can go to my site at theannuityman.com and pull up the fixed rates for your state, the best fixed rates for your state, and see for yourself. Let's keep going, continuing. I'm helping Tanya, I'm helping Dave. This is good stuff, so hang in there with me.
And you pay extra fees for the annuity.
Okay, this was a short clip when he said you pay extra fees for the annuity. That's not true with most fixed annuity types. Single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, no fees, no market attachments, no moving parts. Multi-year guarantee annuities, the fixed rate annuities we've been talking about, no fees, no market attachments, no moving parts. Indexed annuities, if you don't attach an income rider to them, they have no fees. They have some moving parts, but there's no fees to that fixed indexed annuity that you're buying. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but what I'm saying is you're not paying fees with specific fixed products, fixed annuity products. And again, there's many types of fixed annuity products. So I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get her out of this index annuity. I don't disagree with him. I don't think it was sold properly. I don't think she understands what she bought. And if she doesn't understand what she bought, she should get out. I totally agree with him there. But from the fee standpoint, we can agree to disagree. So let's keep going.
There's tax deferral on the tax deferral. You can't double dip on this. You get one shot at this, and she already had all that for free because it's inside the 403B. It didn't need to be in an annuity.
Okay, Dave once again is pounding the table on putting a tax-deferred instrument and a tax-deferred structure. You can't get double tax deferral. I mean, he's correct about that. He's totally correct about that. But as I said before, if most of your assets are in IRAs and you're looking for contractual guarantees, you might have to hold your nose and say, okay, I'm giving up the tax-deferred status with that fixed annuity, fixed rate annuity, multi-year guarantee annuity, whatever, even though it's inside of an IRA. Does it make sense to put annuities inside of a qualified plan? You cannot carte blanchely say you can never do that. You just can't, because people need the guarantees, and if that's all the money they have in the IRAs, you're going to have to use that IRA asset. So in other words, if someone needed immediate annuity income, then you buy an immediate annuity, shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee inside the IRA, and it comes out. Same thing with a deferred income annuity, and same thing with a qualified longevity annuity contract, which is a fixed annuity that was introduced in 2014 as a pension product for traditional IRAs and employer-sponsored plans. So that one is specifically built for traditional IRAs. Let's keep going.
There is 0 times, never, not a case anywhere that a fixed annuity is the answer. Never. There's always something better.
All right, this is the one where Dave and I'd love to just have a one-on-one conversation with him, because he's like, there's 0 times you should never, ever buy a fixed annuity. There's always something better than a fixed annuity, is what Dave said. That's tough, because let's just go to the facts. Annuities were put on the planet in the Roman times, the single premium immediate annuity, as a pension payment for the dutiful Roman soldiers and their families. Annuities are the only product that can provide a lifetime income stream that you can never outlive. Now, I'm assuming Dave's going to probably combat that and say, well, you can buy mutual funds and then peel off the money from the mutual funds and create income as well. I agree with that. In a market that's moving up, you can do the 4% rule and peel it off. But in volatile markets, that's tough. Annuities have a monopoly on lifetime income. When people want lifetime income guarantees that they can never outlive, and they want to set up either life only, life with installment refund, there's 40 different ways to do it, or they want to do joint life, annuities, fixed annuities, and in this case, Dave said never buy a fixed annuity. There's always a better solution, not for lifetime income. There is not a better solution on the planet for lifetime income than annuities. Period. End of story. It's a monopoly that annuities, have. And before all of you start hitting me with emails and stuff, and you can comment. Please comment below. We'll answer, okay? You already own an annuity. Social Security is the best inflation annuity on the planet. Yes, it's an annuity. It pays you a lifetime income stream regardless of how long you live. The older you are, the higher the payment. That's an annuity. Pensions, if you're so fortunate enough to have a pension, if your employer or your union has a pension, pensions are an annuity. What do pensions do? They pay a lifetime income stream regardless of how long you live. The annuity company's on the hook. You're transferring the risk to the annuity company to pay that lifetime income stream. So fixed annuities, single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders that provide lifetime income guarantees, those all come from fixed annuities. Now, income riders can be attached to variable annuities as well, but when we're talking about fixed annuities, and you say never, ever, ever buy a fixed annuity, you could always do better. You cannot do better when it comes to lifetime income. You cannot do better when you're transferring risk. That's where we need to sit down at the table and have that conversation. I'd love to have that with him, because I think that people out there with 10,000 baby boomers hitting retirement age every single day, 65, they're looking for guarantees. They're looking to fill in that income floor. What is the income floor? It's your Social Security, it's your pension, it's whatever it's dividend stocks, it's whatever creating that income stream coming into your account every single month. Annuities can be part of that guaranteed income floor. It can be part of that using IRA money. It can be part of that using Roth IRA money. It can be part of that using non-IRA money. The guarantees are the same. It's just the taxation of that income stream is different. But contractual guarantees, transfer of risk, lifetime income, that's an annuity. And by the way, that's a fixed annuity. So on this one, we'll just professionally agree to disagree. Let's keep going.
You can also do a variable annuity, which is a fine product, but not inside of a retirement account. The variable annuities are mutual funds inside of an annuity, and they have some actual benefits after you've maxed out all of your retirement accounts.
Now, I agree with Dave on this one about variable annuities. I mean, in a perfect world, if you've maxed out all your retirement accounts, it does work in a non-IRA setting. But once again, I think that a lot of people, their assets are inside of an IRA, and they have to make decisions on the contractual guarantees using those assets. So with that, I'm going to tell you right now, I love doing these type of videos. Dave, I'm on his side from the standpoint of taking care of your money, getting out of debt, but I do think that there needs to be some additional facts when it comes to fixed annuities. There's many different types. I encourage you to go to my site at theannuityman.com and check out my podcast, these videos that I release every single day. Please sign up for my books. I'll send you those for free and under no obligation. I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.